Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, Win Belize issues a statement on violence against women. Traffic accident reported on the Hummingbird Highway. And the Belize Bank holds scholarship awards ceremony. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
Take a moment, feel the rhythm of life. It keeps beating.
What if you took just a few seconds of every day to help someone else?
Every minute, it's yours and mine.
It's amazing how the smallest things can have the greatest impact.
Make a difference. Pay it forward. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town. The police department is celebrating 10 years of its Do the Right Thing program. Annually, it identifies and publicly honors young individuals in school who have overcome adversity to succeed. Today, the top 38 awardees nationwide from each of the police zones gathered at Old Belize on the George Price Highway to find out which among them would be recognized as a top national awardee. But while the ultimate decision of the National Selection Board was as tough as expected, the top two young women awarded share similar circumstances and stories. Both are single mothers of two young children who returned to school to complete their studies and are now looking forward to higher education. The top awardee is Jocelyn Chiquillo, formerly of Eden Seventh-day Adventist High School in San Ignacio.
I can say that I am really happy because hard work really pays off, and I wasn't really planning to continue my education because it's really expensive. But now that I have the opportunity, I am willing to do my best to be someone better for my kids and for my family.
Now that you know that you have that scholarship, do you know where you want to go, UB or Sacred Heart or any junior college? Have you been looking into that already?
I have already applied for UB, University of Belize, and I am starting the 17th of August.
Second place winner is 26-year-old Melissa Harris.
Well, I'm excited, honestly, because, like our counselor always says, you can face your challenges. And I have had several challenges throughout my 4 years in high school. Well, my first year was the hardest. but then my second year, I managed to get a work scholarship from my high school and share. And thankfully to them, I succeeded in the remaining 3 years of my high school, and really pays off at the end. And I'm actually excited because I get a scholarship to Sacred Heart Junior College to pursue my goals.
Now, were it not for this, would you have been able to continue?
Probably yes, but not at the moment. Like I told my counselor, I might need a job at the moment, then return back to be able to continue my career that I'm aiming for. And luckily and thankfully to God, everything's possible.
For their achievements, Chiquillo, who is attending UB in September, received a full tertiary level scholarship, 1 year's free internet, and a tablet, while Harris took home a scholarship and laptop. Third place won a laptop computer, fourth to 10th place $500 each, and a plaque, and the others each received a plaque. There are reports tonight of a road traffic accident that happened this afternoon on the Hummingbird Highway. According to information received, a van used to transport tourists overturned between Belmopan and Armenia Village this afternoon, reportedly after suffering a blowout. Police have not yet released information on the incident, but we understand that the injured were taken via ambulance to the Western Regional Hospital. Police have brought murder charges against a man believed to have killed his common-law wife last Friday afternoon in Benqueville del Carmen. 29-year-old Irvin Wade was arraigned on Monday morning in the San Ignacio Magistrates Court, charged for the murder of 25-year-old Keisha Buller. Buller was stabbed multiple times to the neck, upper body, and abdomen inside her home in Benqueville del Carmen around 3:30 on Friday afternoon. Buller was pronounced dead on arrival at the San Ignacio Community Hospital. On arraignment, Wade was also charged for the offenses of use of deadly means of harm and dangerous harm. No plea was taken due to the nature of the offenses, and Wade was remanded to the Belize Central Prison and ordered to return to the Magistrates Court on September 17th. Following the fatal stabbing on Friday afternoon, Wade fled the scene and was captured at a police checkpoint in Central Farm as he was apparently heading to Belize City. The Women's Issues Network of Belize today issued a statement denouncing recent incidents of violence against women. Two recent incidents cited by WIN Belize, the murder of Juana Cardenas in Punta Gorda and the murder of Keisha Buller in Benqueville del Carmen, were allegedly at the hands of their spouses. The WIN Belize statement says that gender-based violence is a serious violation of basic human rights and is still regrettably underreported in Belize. Additionally, WIN Belize says that complaints are not properly handled by authorities, which sustains this vicious cycle. Among the suggestions coming out of WIN Belize aimed at addressing gender-based violence is a call on government to sustain its efforts in taking action against perpetrators of gender-based violence, improving the domestic violence unit in the police department, and to improve the emergency helpline where citizens can confidently report acts of gender-based violence and seek support. The WIN Belize statement ends by calling on women parliamentarians, the Prime Minister, social and political leaders to be unified in saying no to violence against women. 12 students today received scholarships to continue their education under the Belize Bank Scholarship Program. The award ceremony was held at the Biltmore Hotel this morning. The scholarship recipients come from 4 districts and will see 8 of them studying at the secondary level and 4 at the tertiary level. Under the scholarship program, the Belize Bank pays tuition and books for all 4 years of high school or 2 years of junior college, as long as the recipients maintain, among other things, good grades. The Belize Bank's executive chairman, Lyndon Giuseppe, says that a unique feature of the scholarship program is that the recipients of the scholarships are mentored by bank employees.
The only one that I'm aware of. I'm hopeful that the other programs do in fact provide some sort of mentorship, but we have actually a very structured mentorship program. The branch manager in each district is responsible for that child which would have gotten a scholarship, and he will then identify.
The Belize Bank supports 56 scholars. 6 of them successfully completed their courses this year. It also partners with the Ministry of Education to promote financial literacy and will sponsor the upcoming visit of the Trinidad and Tobago Youth Orchestra to Belize. Deputy Chief Education Officer Carol Babb reminded recipients that they must take advantage of their great gift by buckling down and studying hard, as they represent Belize's future.
You have been blessed. You are the chosen ones. The Belize Bank has chosen you to help you to ensure that you have a better future. We are in the position we are because we were given the opportunity of a lifetime education. Take it very seriously. This is not something to play with. If you play with it, then you're playing with your life. Without a good education, you cannot find a good job. I'm sure Mr. Giuseppe and the other...
Gavin Dawson of Sand Hill will study accounting at Edward P. York High School. He told reporters that there have been many sleepless nights leading up to this important decision.
Sir, I really hope I pray and ask God that He can. I really hope I try to pray to God and ask God to take on with me.
Okay, now tell us which school you'll be attending in September. And
Jamar Young says he will start his journey to becoming Belize's greatest novelist at St. John's College, Junior College.
Well, I'm going to St. John's College, Junior College, and the Belize Bank scholarship is going to help me a lot, basically with the school fees. Since my mom's a single mother who's working at Princess, she doesn't really make enough to pay my school fees, so basically it's going to be a big help to me. And in the future, since I want to be a novelist, and she inspires me every day to be a novelist, I intend to take...
The bank will induct another 5 recipients later this week. 2 men, 21-year-old Lyson Cacho and 20-year-old Nicasio Zuniga, were charged with firearm and ammunition offenses when they appeared before the Chief Magistrate Anne-Marie Smith on Monday. They pled not guilty to the charges. They were remanded into custody at the Belize Central Prison until October 15th. As we reported yesterday, members of the Gang Suppression Unit conducted a search at a house on Jones Street in Belize City on Saturday night, where they found a 9mm pistol and 14 rounds of ammunition hidden inside of an old stereo set. As a result, Cacho and Zuniga were arrested and charged. A security guard was brought up on burglary-related charges on Monday in Belize City. Glenroy Reynolds was arraigned on a charge of burglary and handling stolen goods. According to court documents, Reynolds was on duty when the traffic department building was burglarized on April 4th. Reynolds pled not guilty to the charges. He was denied bail and remanded into custody at the Belize Central Prison until his next court appearance on October 15th. According to the allegation, when the burglary was discovered and the tape from a surveillance camera was viewed, it showed Reynolds covering another surveillance camera with a cloth. It is also alleged that when confronted, Reynolds handed over 6 of 20 license stickers that were reported missing. 40-year-old Orlando Dawson, a construction worker of Bermudan Landing Village, has been charged with 3 counts of unlawful sexual intercourse. Dawson was arraigned before Chief Magistrate Anne-Marie Smith on Monday. He is accused of carrying out the unlawful act with a 14-year-old girl. Dawson was remanded to the Belize Central Prison until his next court appearance on October 30th. The girl, accompanied by her mother, went to the police station and reported that Dawson had sex with her on 3 occasions in December of last year. Youth apprentice Alan Phillips is accused of the armed robbery of a Belize City businessman. Phillips was arraigned on charges of robbery, harm, and aggravated assault when he appeared before the Chief Magistrate Anne-Marie Smith on Monday. Phillips pled not guilty to the charges. He was remanded to the Belize Central Prison until October 13, when he is to return to court. The incident occurred on Wednesday, July 8th. The owner of Take and Pay grocery store located on Euphrates Avenue reported to the police that a man armed with a pistol went into his store, hit him with the weapon, and stole $400. The aggravated assault charge against Phillips was because he allegedly pointed the firearm at a security guard who was on duty at the time of the incident. You are watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages.
Belize Camping Experience would like to thank everyone who makes BCE successful and meaningful.
To our summer camp supporters and volunteers who came from communities across Belize.
To all who supported, contributed,
and volunteered with our Harvest for Kids project.
Funds raised through last year's rice and corn crop will help maintain BCE's children's programs through 2015.
You can also support BCE by buying your bag of Circle R Premium Rice with the Harvest for Kids logo, now in a new package.
Together we can and will make a positive difference in this beautiful country of Belize.
You too can ride off into the sunset. Milon motorbikes are very affordable. There's a high availability for parts and a wide selection of models to choose from. My Milon, my bike. Available countrywide.
Hi.
Hi. Patience. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Attorney Godfrey Smith has confirmed that he and PUP leader Francis Fonseca reached a mutual agreement for him to leave the post of National Campaign Manager with immediate effect. It is not a resignation, but brings to an end a year and 2 months of Smith's management of the PUP's national campaign. The PUP has not yet named a replacement, and neither Smith nor Fonseca would speak with reporters about the decision. Smith remains Fonseca's personal advisor. A 23-year-old from Gardenia Village will serve 12 years in prison after pleading guilty to keeping a prohibited firearm and ammunition and drug trafficking. Anthony Zelaya was handed concurrent sentences of 7 years for the prohibited firearm and ammunition, a sawed-off 16-gauge shotgun and 4 cartridges, and fined $10,000 for 105 grams of marijuana, which he was not able to pay immediately as ordered by the Chief Magistrate Anne-Marie Smith, and so will serve an additional 5 years in prison, consecutive to the 7-year sentence. 3 others charged with the same offenses were freed after those were withdrawn. Around 4:45 this morning, members of the police's strike team went to Anthony Zelaya's residence and executed a search, which resulted in the discovery of a sawed-off 16-gauge shotgun, 4 16-gauge cartridges, and 105 grams of cannabis. Denton Rekenia, charged with wounding, was found guilty and sent to jail for 6 months today by Chief Magistrate Anne-Marie Smith. On August 24th of 2014, Rekenia attacked Gloria Nunez on Mahogany Street with a baseball bat, causing a wound to the left side of her head. Police officers responding to the scene testified that they saw Rekenia during the attack, and Rekenia admitted to doing so. However, in his unsworn statement, he claimed to be defending himself from Nunez. 20-year-old Casey Lozano, one of two persons who allegedly beat 17-year-old Anne-Farie Dawson with a piece of stick, was charged with grievous harm when he appeared today before the chief magistrate. Lozano was also charged with conspiracy to commit grievous harm and use of deadly means of harm. He was offered a bail of $500 and his case was adjourned until September 14th. The incident occurred on July 10th in Ladyville. Anderson reported to the police that he was attacked by two persons and one of them beat him with a piece of stick and broke his left jawbone. The news on the National Channel.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
Turning now to weather news. A slight increase in moisture is expected tomorrow. The general forecast for Belize and her coastal waters is for partly cloudy skies tonight. Only isolated showers are expected. Tomorrow will be sunny with a few cloudy spells. A few showers and thunderstorms are expected mainly inland and in the northern part of the country. Winds over the open sea and along the coast will be easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state will be choppy to moderate. Low temperatures tonight will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Dangriga, Corozal, Placencia, and other coastal areas. It will be 73 degrees Fahrenheit in Bullet Tree Falls, Spanish Lookout, and Esperanza Village. Up in the hills, it will be a cool 68 degrees Fahrenheit. On Wednesday, the high temperatures will be 87 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 93 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 80 degrees Fahrenheit up at the higher elevations. The tides. A high tide will occur at 8 minutes past 10 o'clock tonight. A low tide follows at 13 minutes to 3 o'clock in the morning. The sun will rise at 26 minutes past 5 o'clock in the morning. The sunset is at 6:31 tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Thursday afternoon, is for a few showers and thunderstorms occurring mainly over the south on Wednesday night and then increase and spread to most areas on Thursday. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Ronald Gordon at the Belize Weather Bureau. Hurricane Dolores continues in the Pacific. Here is the tropical weather update.
It's not going to cause any direct threats to Mexico, but Hurricane Dolores could still cause 1 to 3 inches of rain from those outer bands along the central Mexican coast, and it's certainly going to mean increased swell for the Baja Peninsula, which will pretty much make the surfers there very happy. It continues to move off to the west-northwest at 7 miles per hour right now. It will stay well offshore, but again, increased swells as well as rip currents for the Baja Peninsula still to come.
To end the news, here are the headlines again. Win Belize issues a statement on violence against women. Traffic accident reported on the Hummingbird Highway. And the Belize Bank holds Scholarship Awards ceremony. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.